everyone!
Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan and Reese.
It's our 5th episode.
Oh my gosh. Happy 1 month, babes.
Whoa! Wow. Well, 5 episodes, I guess. 1 month. Congrats. Today, we're going to be reviewing Lana Del Rey's new album.
That was so good.
Thank you.
We brought our notes with us today. So basically, it's been, what, like 4 days since it came out?
Came out, yeah, Friday morning. So I've had all of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I guess Monday to unpack it in my head.
Yeah. And I've listened to it 5 times.
Really?
Like 5 times all the way through, like uninterrupted. I need to take my shoes off.
Okay. So you've listened to it more than 5 times then?
I've listened to some songs more than 5 times.
Oh,
but
me too.
all of it all together.
Yeah.
I've listened to, like, the whole thing, even the interludes, I've listened to 5 times.
I've listened to it in its entirety twice. But one of the songs I've listened to so much that it's already my number 1 song for the month.
There's 2 that are my number 1 song.
4 days
number
ago.
1 and 2.
What do you mean?
Like, I checked my thing to see where they were.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
also
let me check
listened
if
to it a
anything has
lot
changed.
yesterday, too.
Don't look.
Okay. So I have 3 pages, she has 2 pages of notes, so we're like very serious about this.
So serious.
Oh
wow. Okay, that's
I have quite a few opinions
okay.
on things.
Do you have them in order?
Oh yeah. So
Okay,
do you
good.
want to start or do you want me to?
You can
You want to
start.
talk about basically we're just gonna unpack. How'd you like that? Yeah. Like each song and what it means and how we feel about it, I guess. So the first song is The Grants. Which was released like a week before. It was the 3rd single. How did you feel about it when it was released?
I liked it. It didn't really stand out to me like the other 2 singles did. It was like, this is a good song. I like the beat. I like the intro. I thought that was funky. I really like choirs.
I liked it a lot too. So for my notes, I put one of the lyrics that I really liked, which coincidentally, the first time I listened to this, I was with my friend Maddie and we were sitting in my car at our old soccer field, like I had planned on doing. We actually did it, and we were sitting there drinking our 1/3 root beer, 2/3 Dr. Pepper, and this song comes on, and she actually said, she goes, "So you say there's a chance," and that was both of our favorite lines. So
why?
It's just a good line, Reese.
Okay. We're doing an album review. I thought you'd maybe elaborate on
I
that.
don't really know how to elaborate. Like, what could I say about it? Just the delivery of it, I really like it. And it's like the first thing she says in the song, too. Yes, actually, that's a good point. So her first line of this album, like that she says, is, "So you say there's a chance for us." That's her first line that she says. So there's that.
Thanks for letting me know.
Also, for those who don't know, Grant is her actual last name.
Did you know her name is Elizabeth?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I feel like she actually used to go by Lizzie. She used to go by Lizzie Grant.
Yeah.
And I knew that, but it didn't register when I first saw the title of the song.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So, it's actually about her family, if you didn't know.
Wow.
What's the song about? You want to explain?
I just said that that's when there's a lot of religious themes throughout it, and that was the start of the religious themes. I don't remember what the religious themes are, but she says something.
She said
she's talking about the pastor. Yeah.
Those type of things I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the whole thing. But yeah. It's basically about leaving your past behind, but keeping the memories of everyone.
Yeah, I just said it was good, but I don't have a strong personal connection to this song.
Okay, well, what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 9?
I'd say for the album or for any song I've ever listened to.
Whatever you want it. It's purely
Well,
subjective. Mine,
what is your
I don't know
9?
what mine is based on. Mine is just based on whatever I felt like giving them.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to do mine in relation to the album. I'll give it... I'd I'd say a 6.
Okay. So I gave it a 9.
Yeah.
Also? Yeah. Okay. You want to move on to the next one?
Oh, yeah. This one, I don't have anything to say.
Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard is the next song? It was the lead single. It came out in like December. And it was my most streamed song for about 2 months. And I don't really have anything to say about it.
Neither do
other than I gave it a 9 out of 9.
So would I.
So I guess we should explain it a little bit.
Okay.
What I think it's talking about is basically she's talking about this tunnel, which I looked up when it came out, is a real place that it doesn't have its own Wikipedia page or anything. So the only way people knew about it was she wrote this song, and then people were like, unless you're familiar with the area. But yeah, so she's talking about how she doesn't want to be forgotten, and she relates it to a fucking tunnel
that people forgot about.
That people actually forgot about, and I've never been so sad for a tunnel in my entire life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 9.
So would I. It's a good song. I've got nothing else to say.
It's
long, which makes me happy.
Yep.
I like a long song.
And just the fact that she put those two back to back.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it.
No, and the fact that it's so early on, too, in the album. I feel like it's strange to put just, like, the most terribly sad song as your second song in the album. It's a bold choice. I like it. It's just interesting.
The lead single for the album.
Yeah, that too. And what the album is named after.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But you would think that it would, like, go last, then. You know? If it's what the album is named after. Or first. But second? Whoa. It's really wedged in there.
You know what else goes second that an album's named after?
What?
Red by Taylor Swift. There's a lot of me referencing Taylor Swift.
Me too!
Okay. So, track number 3 is called Sweet. You can start.
Okay, I really like this song. This is the one that's number 1 for the month already. Were you expecting this from me?
Yeah, kind of.
Why?
I don't know. Well, you said you liked it when we were when we were talking about it over the weekend, we were kind of like, ooh, like not really telling each other anything because we were waiting for this. But at first we were just kind of being dumb because we weren't planning on doing this. We were just like, oh, you tell me what you think it is first. But yeah, you had mentioned that you liked it, and I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because, can I tell why? Well, I guess it's the first line in the song. She says she's hiking up Griffith. The Griffith Observatory is a planetarium in California, and it's referenced in La La Land, Rebel Without a Cause, and BoJack Horseman. And I've said for so long that I want to go to this planetarium or observatory, and then it's in the first line of her song. Wow. And it's
what's the song about?
Okay, sorry. I just had to throw that in there too. Yeah. It's about how she's gonna live alone in the middle of nowhere. But she could do that, but then also she's gonna stop and she's gonna think and she's gonna feel so bad because she's not pursuing the traditional life of having a husband and kids. Which I think is really good.
Did you put any lines from the song that stood out to you?
Do you want children? Do you want to marry me? Did you put the same one?
So this actually, the first time I listened to it with Maddie, we were in the car. The first 2 songs we already knew, so we didn't have the lyrics pulled up. Yeah. We got about halfway through this song because I was like, I'll just listen to it and listen to the lyrics instead of reading them. And then I heard her say, we've been making out a lot, not talking about this stuff at the very heart of things. Yeah. And then I said, okay, let's pull up the lyrics. And then from that point on, we had the lyrics pulled up. And I also put she's too good for men, sad face.
I agree.
What did you rate this song?
Really good. Oh, and my second bullet point was that it was written about me. I forgot to say that.
Oh, okay.
I would rate it a 9 out of 9.
I gave it an 8 out of 9.
Okay.
Just because it wasn't my absolute favorite, but I did like it.
I understand. It really made me happy. It made me cry as well.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Number 4 was A&W. I don't have much notes for this. I put no explanation needed, and then I put Jimmy Jimmy Coco Bop.
Yeah. I like that there's 2 parts.
Do you like the second part?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like the second part. They say it's stupid, but I love the second part.
Well, yeah, because it's like the first part is her, like, she's so sad. She's just an American whore. There's nothing else to her. That's all she is. And then it's like, break it down. So she's got to balance it out somehow.
The way I interpreted it when I heard it was that the first part she's talking about like her experiences. There's so many lines I don't really want to get into which ones in particular, but it's about how she's a whore and nobody really wants anything from her besides the fact that she looks good and they can have sex with her. And then the second part, like she's talking about all this like shit that she goes through. The second part is her actually going out and doing it, talking about a guy that only wants her around when he's high. And yeah.
Wow.
Not that this resonates with me at all.
It doesn't resonate with me at all. So I'm gonna give it a 7. It's still a good song, but I don't have any personal
I gave it a 9 out of 9.
Yeah, thought so.
Okay. Next was the interlude for the priest. I can't remember what it was called.
Judah Smith interlude. It was really funky. It was a preacher.
So the first time I listened to this, I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
And it ruined the entire rest of the album for me.
Wow.
Why? When I
Why?
first listened to it, I hated the whole thing. Because I'm like, it was just so stupid and unnecessary. And it's at like such an important part. It's the 5th song. And she spent 2 of the tracks as just worthless interludes. But there's
still 14 songs, Ethan.
But still, like, it's Lana Del Rey. She could have put 2 more songs there. Given us 2 more good songs instead of... Because the interlude's like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's insane. But I did say the message correlates with the theme of the album.
Oh, yeah.
So I did give it a 2 out of 9.
Okay. I guess I'll give it a 2 out of 9 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Candy Necklace, my note was okay, cool. I didn't really feel anything crazy about this
song.
I
like this one.
Okay.
When she does the little chorus thing.
Yeah.
You've been acting really reckless or whatever it goes. Yeah. I also said Lizzie should learn this on the piano. Because it's a cool piano thing. It goes Yeah.
Wow.
I also put toxic relationships are sexy. So yeah, what would you... Oh yeah, the song's about being with a toxic person, but you don't really want to leave.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. The song didn't stand out to me.
Okay.
Number 7.
What did you...
Oh, sorry. I'll give it a 4 out of 9.
Okay, I gave it an 8.
Okay.
The second interlude.
I don't have anything to say either. This one was just weird.
I said it was completely unnecessary.
This one was.
Yeah. How long was it? Like 4 minutes?
Yeah, because the first one, it's like I understand why she put it. Whatever. The message was good and related to what was going on in the album. But this one I didn't understand.
Yeah, this
it's
is
just
where
them,
I was like, all right.
bantering back and forth.
I hate this now.
Yeah.
And so I give it a 0 out of 9.
I'd give it a 0 out of 9 as well.
Okay. Kintsugi, is that how you say it?
I don't know, but I really like this song.
Would you like to explain it? Did you research it at all?
A little bit.
Okay, so...
I guess you can go for it.
It's referring to a Japanese art form of taking broken pottery pieces and molding them back together with gold.
Yes. Or silver.
I put, what a good metaphor. Seriously, who the fuck just thinks of that?
Yeah. Her?
Who sits in their house and is like, You know what? Today I'm going to compare a Japanese art form of putting clay pieces back together with gold to my heart.
Her? Yeah.
So would you like to explain the song?
What do you mean explain it?
Like what it's talking about?
Well, she gives all these examples of, like, I don't know, just her love for other people and how she keeps getting hurt, but the only way that you can grow is by getting hurt. I think that's the best way to put it. I had a Taylor Swift comparison.
What did you say?
And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. That's what this reminded me of.
I had a Taylor Swift comparison that I didn't put down. This is the one that reminded me of Marjorie.
Okay.
Because I feel like there was two ways. The first time I listened to it, I was like, okay, it's about people who have left you or you had to leave behind. But then I'm like, it feels more like it's talking about people who have died.
Interesting.
So I feel like it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
One line that I said stood out to me was, I can't trust myself with my heart.
That's the line I wrote down too. Is that the line that you thought I was gonna like?
Or
no?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote down, it's just that I don't trust myself with my heart, but I've had to let it break a little more because they say that's what it's for. And that reminded me of, it's better to love and be hurt by it than to not love at all, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so did you like this song?
I did. I just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It was just kind of boring. Like the actual everything about it. Like I liked the metaphor and everything, but just the delivery of it was kind of boring.
I know what you mean. I really like the message, but delivery isn't my favorite. But this is the song. When after I heard this song, I turned to Lizzie and I said, Ethan is gonna hate this album because I feel like this song is very like self-growth, and I was like, I know that's not really his thing.
Because
this song reminded me of Solar Power, Lord Solar Power.
I was going to say that when I was listening to it the first time, I'm like, this is such a Reese album. This is Solar Power to a T.
Yeah, I was like, this is very Solar Power. Ethan is gonna come back to school and tell me how much he hates this album.
Yeah. Well, so I gave it a 6 out of 9.
Okay. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 9. This is my 8th most listened to song this month.
Okay.
So I've listened to it quite a few times already in the past 4 days.
So, are you ready for next one? Is number 9.
Yeah.
Is Fingertips. How do you feel about this one?
I liked this song.
So this is the one that I said Reese likes.
Oh wow, really?
Because of this line right here.
Okay.
Well, maybe not because of this line, but I thought it was a good line.
Okay.
It says, "It wasn't my idea, the cocktail of things that twist neurons inside, but without them, I'd die."
Interesting.
So, basically what this song is about, it's about her family's history with mental illness.
Yeah.
And people killing themselves, and her mom sending her away. Mm-hmm. And did you know she censored a word in it?
Yeah.
Do you know what word it is?
No.
It's mother.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I was trying to figure out what it was and I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it. How do you know?
Because I was looking on Reddit.
Wow.
And I found it.
You had to go to Reddit. That's
yeah,
insane.
because I was so curious. I'm like, what word would she have censored there? And it was mother. And she actually said, because while I was searching that up, I also found out that she said in an interview that this is a bad song. She's like, it's a bad song, but the way it was written, like it doesn't have a chorus or anything, that's why it's a bad song.
Yeah.
But people always ask ask about her and like what makes her her. So she said that she just wrote this by basically standing in front of the microphone and singing and then keeping the best parts from it. So it's basically like her rambling on and on about her life. And so yeah, this is Lana Del Rey. This song.
Yeah, I appreciated it. I liked it. I enjoyed her vulnerability. And I don't know. I liked how it was after Kintsugi because it kind of, I don't know, continued explaining why she is the way she is. She talked again about having a baby, which I feel so bad for her.
There's a lot of lyrics that come up repeatedly.
Yeah.
And yeah. So what would you give this one?
I'd say I'll give it a 7 out of 9.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
Just because I couldn't give it a 9 because it wasn't my absolute favorite, but
yeah.
After reading about it and hearing what she had to say about it, I was like, damn. Yeah. And the word that she censored was mother. She really hates her mom.
I can tell. Well, I was reading about it, and they, like, sent her away to freaking some, like, what is it called? Like, a rehabilitation center for a few years, and then they sent her to Spain.
Yeah, I didn't know about any of this.
Neither did I. Until I researched.
I'm not caught up on the Lana Del Rey lore.
Definitely not.
But, yeah. Paris, Texas. Is this number 10?
Yeah.
This is actually a reference to a film.
Whoa, what film?
Paris, Texas.
What?
And the film that is referenced is, I've never seen it, so I was just going based on what I found about it. And it's about a guy who was like wandering through the desert, and then he comes across his family again. And I guess he didn't really know how he got there or anything.
Yeah.
And so the song is about kind of that. It's about like leaving, and then in the end she comes back.
I know.
So how do you feel about it?
I like this song.
Okay.
Yeah. When you know, it's time. It's time to go.
That's what I wrote down. It's Time to Go by Taylor Swift.
And then underneath it I wrote, you know when it's time to go.
Yeah.
That's an easy comparison. And then I really like at the end, you're home when you're alone. True.
So when she goes back in the end, do you think she's sad that she has to go back? What do you...
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I think she's like, she talks about wanting to go off on her own, and then in the end she has to come back because she can't find her way.
Yeah.
So it feels like more of a forced thing than anything else.
Yeah. I'd agree. Like, reluctant, but also maybe her realizing that it's kind of necessary, that you can't just go off when you're alone. And I don't know.
That's the ending line is why I kind of didn't like it.
Why?
Because it's talking about just going back because you realize you can't. Mm-hmm. And what else did I say? Oh, when Maddie and I listened to it, we said that the like music and the production of it sounded like a little fairy dancing. It was kind of cute. Mm-hmm. So yeah, next time we listen to it.
When she whispers, it's silly. And I liked the line, "When everyone's star is brighter than you are." Good line. That's when you know it's time to go. I guess I'll give it a 7 out of 9.
Okay.
I feel like my scale is kind of skewed right now, but it's too late to go back.
I gave it a 6 out of 9. Yeah. Grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing.
I have no idea what the fuck that song means or what it's about. I don't really have anything to say.
This is what I tried to find out about it. I have a couple lines that I thought were funny. So I think what she's talking about is getting like protection from like spiritual protection from her ancestors.
Yeah.
And like they're watching over her. So naturally, I wasn't really drawn to this one because I'm not into that. But there were some good lines in it. Like? She says, "I know they think that it took somebody else to make me beautiful, but they're wrong." And this one's just silly. "I'm blue, I'm green, regrettably also a white woman."
That made me laugh really hard. That's why I was like, what the fuck is this song? Regrettably also a white woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
So yeah, I found that funny. And I also, it sounds nice. Mm-hmm.
It does. It sounds nice. If you just don't listen to the lyrics, it's a really good song.
It's really fucking weird.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's fine.
What would you give it on a...
I'd say a 4.5.
Okay.
What would you give it?
I don't normally give things half points because that's a cop-out, but...
Okay, I'll give it a 5 out of 9 then.
Okay, I gave it a 6.
Okay. How's that a cop-out?
Because then you're just in the middle. Actually, yeah, my lowest score, well, I guess besides the interludes, my lowest score that I gave anything was a 6.
Okay.
Let the Light In. I want you to guess how I feel about this one.
Oh God. Is it a strong feeling?
It was, and then it kind of was, and then it was.
I feel like, did you really not like it to begin with?
I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
And then the third time I listened to it was in my hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat in my hot tub for 2 hours, and I was listening to this one. And then right at the end, I don't know, because I'm like, oh, I don't like this one. And then right at the very end of it, I was like, wait a minute, I need to replay this real quick.
Yeah.
And I replayed it, and I was like just picturing myself like just at like a lake or something as the sun's going down, like with friends or something. And yeah, I like it now.
Okay.
I changed my mind.
That's fair. This one, I didn't have any real comments on. I like how it kind of goes back to Kintsugi and Letting the Light In.
Yeah, another lyric parallel.
Yeah, but
so
I don't know anything.
It's about good things. I don't know. Good. Letting the good come into your life.
Yeah.
It's talking about it sounds like she found someone that she really appreciates.
Yes. Which I thought was interesting. Yeah.
Considering
the rest of the album, I feel like the rest of it is kind of like separating herself from other people. But I guess Kintsugi is saying that like it's important to keep other people in your life and that you have to love in order to
I feel like it's
grow.
all about self-growth, and then she talks about after that self-growth, that's when she found good things in life. That's what I think this one is. So what would you give it?
I'd say a 6 out of 9.
I gave it a 7 out of 9.
Nice.
Margaret, which number is this?
This is 13.
Okay.
Jack Antonoff is so silly.
So you know what this is about?
No.
It's about Margaret is Jack Antonoff's fiance.
Really?
And
what the fuck is... Okay.
She says, I'm writing this for a friend. She's writing it for Jack.
Oh, that's really funny.
This song is about his relationship.
Oh.
So I put You Are in Love, ? But guess what? You Are in Love is about a different woman.
Who's it about?
They aren't together anymore.
Wow.
Isn't that so sad?
Why would you tell me that?
I've known this for so long and I did not have the heart to tell you. You Are in Love was written about his old girlfriend.
So they aren't in love anymore?
They aren't in love, and I said, he's with a different girl, so I guess love is dead.
Wow. I don't think I can ever listen to that song again.
Isn't that so sad?
Holy shit. I wish you would have never told me that.
Sorry. So this one's about the new one.
What? His voice is just so silly. Why did she let him sing on it?
Like,
sometimes he sounds good. Like, Don't Take the Money, I like how he sounds in that. Some Bleacher songs, fine. But, like, why does he sound like this? He's not even singing. He's so sing-talky.
Yeah. Don't let Jack Antonoff sing is the real answer here. They say When You Know, You Know, which is also in Paris, Texas.
Yeah.
And I like when she talks about singing in a minor key, and then she sings in a minor key for that line. And I love, because it goes, when you know, and she goes, let's waltz this out. Let's waltz this out. And she goes, by the way, the party is December 18th. That's when their wedding is.
Oh, really? I was confused as to what that meant.
Yeah, so I said he's definitely having this song played at his wedding.
That's gonna be such an epic wedding. If he invites all the people, it's gonna be Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift, Lorde.
Oh,
imagine all of them there.
Wow.
Breaking it down at Jackie Poo's wedding.
Let's waltz this out.
Wow.
That was so silly. So, what would you give this song?
8 out of 9, just because Jack's there.
Okay, I gave it...
Just kidding. I'll give it a 6 out of 9, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't my favorite, but
but it was funny.
Let's Waltz This Out.
Yeah.
That gave it an automatic bump. The next song is track number 14. And if you want to know our thoughts on it, I guess you're going to have to wait till after this commercial break.
And we're back.
So we left off on track
14, Fishtail.
How do you feel about this?
Oh, brother. I think this is my favorite song.
This might be my favorite, too.
What?
And I did not see that coming, actually.
Oh, really?
That we were going to like this one together.
Wow. I didn't think you were going to like this song, and then I saw that you posted it on your story, and I was like, that's unexpected.
This was my favorite one.
Right off the bat?
Like, the first time I listened through the album, I obviously liked the ones I already heard.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
the only ones that really stood out to me the first time were Sweet. Mm-hmm. And then we got to this one, and the beat dropped, and she goes, "You wanted me sadder." And I turned to Maddie, and I go,
yeah, so good.
So, yeah. She says she's not that smart, but she's got things to say.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this line?
I feel really good.
I have a lot to say about it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm really excited.
So, I don't think she actually thinks she's stupid.
Yeah.
She just recognizes that all the men think she's stupid. She's not that smart, but she's got things to say. Mm-hmm. Not that I can relate to this in any way at all.
Me neither. I just really like this song.
But it's God. And then
she says it 2 times too. She says it at the very beginning, and then she ends it, and it's like, wow. I agree. I thought the same exact thing where it was like, no, she's smart, and she knows she's smart, but I bet every man in her entire life has made her feel like she's worthless and has nothing good to say.
She's smart enough to recognize that they're all gonna think she's stupid.
So she's gotta preface it anyways. That's like when you're in class and a girl raises her hand and is like, well, I think that maybe, have you ever noticed that? Like, men, whenever they speak, they just say their opinion.
Yes,
whenever girls,
I have.
They're like, I think that the answer might be, because they've
yeah.
been taught their whole life that they're wrong. That's what it reminded me of.
Mm-hmm. So, I said that this gives me the same vibe as A&W.
Okay.
And I feel like it's about a toxic relationship that she knows isn't healthy, but she doesn't have it in her to leave. Mm-hmm. And I really, 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 really like this one.
I don't. My first bullet point in all caps is incredible song, so relatable. I really, really, really like this song.
I gave it a 9 out of 9.
I give it a 9 out of 9 too.
God, it's so
Can I recite some of my favorite lines?
Yes.
Okay. I really like wanting to go skinny dipping inside someone's mind, because I feel like the reason that it's so hard for her to leave this relationship is because the other person she just finds so fascinating.
And like she so does. Awful. That's why she finds them fascinating.
No, because like they're such a cool person. She is infatuated with them. She wants to go skinny dipping inside of their mind because they're so cool, but they're also such an awful person, is how I took it.
Okay.
Thoughts?
This one is good. This one is really good.
Maybe I'll take my glasses off so I stop painting red flags green.
Yeah, yep.
I know that we've got problems. I plan to address them another day.
Yeah.
So true. You want me sadder.
Yeah. So, let me just say, my favorite Lana Del Rey songs are when she talks about bad men and sex, because those are 2 very relatable things. Mm-hmm. And she gave me both of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one was my favorite.
Wow. All right. Number 15.
Number 15, Peppers. How do you feel about this one?
It was so silly. Such a funky beat. I saw a TikTok and they were like, no, this song is definitely going to be on the radio. What radio are you thinking of? No, they're not going to play this song on the fucking radio. It was silly.
I thought it was silly too. And I've grown to appreciate it more and more. She also talks about, this actually, like the chorus, the hands on whatever. I can't even remember how it goes right now.
Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie?
Yeah. You can braid my hair. Braid my hair is also referenced in Fishtail. And so that was a sample from another song called Angelina by the person who's featured on it. Mm-hmm. And at the end, she samples Wipeout.
Whoa.
Did you hear that part when she's like, what's that one song called? Wipeout? And then it like starts playing the na 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 na, and she goes, Wipeout. God, it is so silly. And so basically this song is about sex. Mm-hmm. And I really really like it.
Really?
I really like this song too. I thought it was so silly the first time, and I was sitting in my hot tub, and I was like, I really like this. And then I listened to it a couple times after, and then I was like, yeah.
Maybe I need to listen again, because I've listened to it twice, and it was just kind of like, this is a silly song,
but
nothing
silly.
More to it.
You need to listen to the Wipeout at the end, because it just slowly fades into Wipeout. It goes, no, 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 no. It's so funny. And one line that she says when she's talking about how he has COVID, I've been kissing him, I have whatever he has. I don't think she's talking about the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was really, this is what I wanted, was these last two.
Really? Wow.
Was what I wanted. Yeah, like fishtail and peppers. And somebody actually, I asked somebody, because they posted it on their Instagram story, I asked them how they felt about it. They said the last 3 songs were their favorite, and by that point I'd only listened to the album twice. I was like, they said these last 3 songs are some of her best in her entire discography, and I was like, I wouldn't go there, but after listening to the whole thing 5 times, I think I would go there.
Okay, interesting.
I really like this one. I think it's so silly. And yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 9.
Nice. I'd give it probably a 6 out of 9. I'll re-listen.
You should. So the last one, Taco Truck X VB. Who would have thunk?
Who would have thunk?
That VB stood for Venice bitch.
Not
I know,
me.
I didn't.
Definitely not. No. I don't think anybody did.
So when I listened to this with Maddie, we had a similar reaction to most things, because she says, pass me my vape, I'm feeling sick, I need to take a puff. And I looked at Maddie and I said, this song was written for you, wasn't it?
So silly.
And so basically this one's about how the media hates her and the people around her really hate her, but she doesn't really give a fuck because she's got her man.
Yeah.
And one line I really liked was, spin it till you whip it into white cream, baby. Where she's
so poetic.
That's such a sexy way of saying, take my words and twist them into something they're not. I was not ready. When the first part, I'm like, this is good. And then I heard the little and I was like, what is going on? And then it fully transitioned into Venice Bix, the trap remix. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And like, so Maddie was right next to me, and I went,
yeah.
Because, God, it's such a good song. And I listened to this like 3 times last night. What I did is I took this song and I, you know on Spotify how you can have the little fadeaway thing?
Yeah.
And I queued Venice Bitch right after it, and I listened to that combination 3 times in a row before I went to bed. Any thoughts on it?
It was a silly song. I wasn't expecting Venice Bitch. Why do you think she put it at the end?
I want to talk about this because this is my favorite thing that she has ever done. First of all, she ends this album with saying, signing off, bang, bang, kiss, kiss. That's how she ends it. That's my favorite ending she's ever done. And I think she's connecting the two of them. Like, it's like kind of similar vibes to NFR in the way that it's like she has Born to Die, which is clearly like pop.
Yeah.
Lust for Life is like in that category. Ultraviolence is like rock. God, I love Ultraviolence. But then there's this, and NFR, and I think she's basically relating it back to that. And I saw somebody say that she's showing that her past inspires her present.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a song she did with Jack, and they have those weird little production things in it. So I think they just wanted it in there.
Really?
Because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I really like it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know VB stood for Venice Bitch.
Definitely not.
God.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting
I gave
that.
it a 9 out of 9 too.
Wow, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Whoa.
I'll say 6 out of 9.
So yeah. Closing
Wow.
thoughts. I gave 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 songs. 9 out of 9.
Wow.
And then the lowest I gave for a song was a 6 out of 9.
Okay.
So
I'm surprised. Because when I first asked you your thoughts, you said you were displeased.
I was, because the interludes ruined it for me.
Interesting.
But then I looked past it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's one of my favorites.
Favorite albums?
Yeah.
Ever?
From her.
Oh, okay.
Well, then yeah, ever, because
Wow.
she's like, yeah.
What is your favorite album from her?
Probably Ultraviolence.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so difficult. I really like Lust for Life too.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't like that one, do you?
Indifferent.
God. I listen to that every summer. What else do I have to say? Yeah, so the third listen was when I was in my hot tub for 2 hours, and I was so pruny.
I can imagine.
My feet were
Jesus
so
Christ.
wrinkly. They were like, yeah. But I was like looking up things when I was confused about stuff, and that's when it really was. I was like, okay, I get it now.
Okay.
And one thing I wish was that there was more things that sounded like A and W.
Mm-hmm.
Like that little transition
Yeah.
between the two.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that, and I wish there was more of that.
I agree.
I've listened to it 5 times since it came out, all the way through.
What day did you listen to it twice? Or where
The night it came out. I listened to it once with Maddie, and then we both went home and listened to it on our own. And then the next day I listened to it once, and then the next day, and then the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. I also said, in terms of awards, this is my runner-up for Album of the Year this year.
Wow, what is Album of the Year?
Midnights. I can't,
Also?
but what I can say is I would not be upset if Lana Del Rey won over Taylor Swift.
Do you think she would?
No. I looked at, like, the reviews, and the reviews were so, like, it was either really, really liked by some people, or, like, horribly received.
Yeah.
People were like, this is shit.
Mm-hmm. How would they both be, because they came out in different years, didn't they?
Well, they start the,
or does it, like, cycle differently?
it's, like, October
Okay.
something. Taylor Swift released Midnights, like, right after
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So, those are my 2 picks, and I wouldn't be
what else
upset.
has come out?
God, I don't know. Miley Cyrus.
Boy Genius is coming out this Friday.
That's not gonna win
Whoop, whoop.
anything.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus.
Hippocampus is coming out.
I don't even know if I can listen to that.
Oh, I'm gonna force you to listen to.
Melanie Martinez. She's not gonna get nominated for
definitely
anything.
Not. She's so scary. I heard a video of her talking and it scared me.
I love
her.
her.
Real voice sounds so different.
Yeah. What do you think of the album overall?
Overall, I really liked it. I relate to, I feel like, the overall themes of it a lot, unfortunately. But I really like it. I'd say my favorite songs, well, gosh.
Yeah, what's your top 3?
Including the ones that were singles.
Yeah.
You can't do this to me.
Okay, how about what's your favorite? No, because I can't do that one
Okay,
either.
I feel like I can do top 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Fishtail. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? And Sweet.
Okay.
Well, and A&W is a close 4th. Sorry, pal.
No,
I keep forgetting.
I'm just uncovering your face.
I know, I'm sorry.
My top 3 are, did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? A&W and Fishtail.
Wow.
And a very battling for 4th is Peppers and Taco Truck.
Immaculate.
So,
yeah. Oh, sorry. I really liked it. I'm content with it.
I feel like we need to do more album reviews.
I agree.
This is
exciting.
brother!
When Boy Genius comes out, we can review Boy Genius.
Oh God. What if it's bad?
Well, they've already released 3 singles, and 2 of them I really like. No, I think they've released 4 singles.
Yeah, they have. I like them all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So then what do you mean, what if it's bad?
Okay.
No, what if it's bad?
We can do Boy Genius, but we can't do Hippocampus.
That's fine, I don't care. The one Hippocampus song has grown on me.
Which one?
A little bit. Not fully.
Kick
if you
in
don't
the
listen
teeth?
to... No. Yippee-ki-yay. If you don't listen to any of the words, then it's like...
Okay.
Well...
What other ones could we do? I feel like we might have to go back in time.
I guess, yeah, we don't have to do new albums.
We went off the rails and we haven't finished our 1 series that we gotta complete.
We're gonna finish our
We
high
gotta
school
finish
series.
that first.
Don't be worried.
But I think we need to do more album reviews and just go in the past.
I agree. And this one was kind of short notice, so I didn't have a lot of time to think.
Yeah.
But you give me an album that I know like the back of my hand, and I'll give you such well thought out reviews.
All of Lord's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've already have reviews for Lord typed up.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously Taylor Swift, too.
Yeah.
Who else could we do? I guess anything that comes out. We could do the rest of Lana Del Rey.
True. Oh, yeah.
I think we're pretty set. I'm very content.
I'm content, too.
This is probably my favorite episode we've had.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Gosh, I thought my favorite episodes would be talking about myself, but no, I really like to talk about music.
Yeah, but it's also music in relation to yourself, so you kind of get best of both worlds.
Yeah. Well,
thank you guys for listening. Let us know what you think of
what
Lana
were your
Del
favorite
Rey's
songs?
new album.
See you later.